Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Retro Adventure Wednesday. I'm so glad to have you here for what promises to be an exciting evening of adventuring pleasure. Lately, we've been playing a lot of bad games on stream. Last week, we played a Spider-Man point-and-click adventure that nearly broke me as a human being. I barely made it out of that one alive. But this week, we're back with an actual good adventure game. We are back with Monkey Island 2, LeChuck's Revenge, and I could not be happier to be jumping into this one. And I'm so glad to see such a great crowd here already. Good to see you, Ruina, Fit. There's Matawi, there's Kill, there's Zach Maddock, there's NBA Dag, we got Agent Cooper, Old Grumpy Mama. The list goes on and on. This is truly an assemblage of stars, and I'm so glad that we're all here together for an exciting evening of pirate action. So here we go. Just kind of sight read. What? Are we talking about the piano behind me? What are we thinking here? That kind of sight reading? Yes, this is a great crew. We're ready to set sail on the open seas of point and click adventures. But yeah, I'm excited about this. And I actually haven't played as much Monkey Island 2 as I have, say, Monkey Island 1 and Monkey Island 3. They're my two favorites from the series. 2, I enjoy. Nothing wrong with Monkey Island 2, but not my favorite. And actually, I do not have anything to do with the piano, I will say. While it is in my background, that is solely for my wife and daughter. My wife, who plays fairly well, and my daughter, who's learning. And for me, it is, just when the room's actually well lit, something you can see in the background. But hey, now things have just gotten interesting because right here off the start, we have our first redemption.
More talk, less gameplay. It's Decaf Jedi.
We have
Decaf Jedi.
Tiny Pirate Hat, redeemed by Matawi. I take this adorable little pirate hat with these lovely golden seashells on it, and I put this tiny little official Disney. I don't know if you can see the logo in there. So these are the people who made Monkey Island, of course, Disney. We're just going to pop this right on my head. As you can see, it's comically undersized. And let's see, how do we do this? Maybe we put the headphones on. No, that's not going to work. Maybe we do this, and then we try to extend the headphones. Ooh, the headphones are already extended from my big old head. Oh no! Oh no! Aw, beans. Oh, this has turned into a disaster. How do we make Tiny Pirate Hat work? Okay, there we go. We got it, gang. Ooh, that was a tougher, tougher process than I expected. Whew. So we're ready to go. Yar! Let's jump into the game. So I'm going to be playing the special edition version of Monkey Island tonight, but don't worry. I know that probably sends all kinds of shivers down everyone's spine. We're going to be playing the special edition, but don't worry, we're going to be playing it in retro graphics mode. So we will get the original VGA 256 color version of Monkey Island 2, just with the added bonus of the voice work, mostly because Dominic Armato is so amazing as Guybrush that I can't resist jumping in with his voice work. I can live without a few censored lines. I don't mind a few changes here and there. If it makes a game available to an audience that wouldn't have had it otherwise, I can live with a couple of lines being changed here and there. I don't know this one well enough to miss something anyway. Whoop, get rid of those ugly graphics. There we go.
Guybrush Threepwood, you do turn up in the strangest places.
Hi, Elaine. Do you think you could help me out?
How did you get into this mess?
It's kind of a long story.
Oh, that's okay. I've got time.
Well, it all started on Scabb Island. Some of my admiring fans had pressured me into telling my LeChuck evaporating story once again.
Guybrush and his fans. Those monkeys grooving. Do they at any point in this dance actually do the monkey?
Hey, you guys get out of here.
Ghost busting studs changed to LeChuck busting stud. That's pretty funny. That seems like an unnecessary bit of anti-litigiousness. Those are smooth monkeys. All right, boy, this tiny pirate hat is paying off already. I've heard good things about bustin' as well. Particularly the positive feelings it tends to engender. You haven't watched the trailer for Our Flag Means Death yet. I haven't even heard of this. Alright, we have a lengthy credits sequence. This is fun. I don't think I played the special edition of this before. I know I played the special edition of Monkey Island 1. I think I finished it on my Xbox 360, if I recall correctly, but I think I skipped over this special edition, so it'll be my first time playing around with it. Hey, Chris Lachey. Yes, this is a good redemption. We have our tiny pirate hat. Okay, Ron Gilbert. Let's see what you got.
Deep in the Caribbean, Scabb Island.
Not the voice I always imagined for that.
So I bust into the church and say, "Now you're in for it, you bilious bag of barnacle bait." And then LeChuck cries, "Guybrush, have mercy! I can't take it anymore!"
I think I know how he must have felt.
Yeah, if I hear this story one more time, I'm gonna be crying myself.
Don't you have any new stories?
Well, actually, that's why I'm here on Scabb Island. I'm on a whole new adventure.
Growing a mustache?
No, bigger than that.
A beard?
No, I'm in search of treasure. The biggest treasure of them all.
That's a good
Treasure
joke.
so valuable and so well hidden that it haunts the dreams of every pirate on the seas.
You mean
Big whoop?
None other.
Then why'd you come here? There's no treasure on Scabb Island.
Well, I didn't know that before. Now I'm trying to charter a ship and look someplace else. When I return, I'll have riches galore and a whole new story.
Or you'll have died trying.
either way, we won't have to hear about LeChuck anymore.
I always thought the close-ups in this game, this one and particularly the fishing close-up, that the art style
Those guys
didn't
would know a
quite
good
match the
story
rest
even
of
if
the
they
game.
paid $50 for it. When I find Big Whoop, I'll become a legend among pirates for generations to come. I can only charter a ship and get off this stinking island.
Charter a ship, you say? That's right, you used to only pay $20 for a good story, now it costs a full $50. Can't believe there's a loading screen. All right, here we are. We're in Wood Tick. Let's look at things.
Welcome to Woodtick. No treasure hunting zone.
All right.
Oops, I think I broke the sign.
Always like the gag that the shovel on the sign is, in fact, a shovel.
Where do you think you're going, fancy pants? You ain't from these parts, are you? This is a toll bridge. You gotta pay.
I don't pay for nothing.
I don't pay for nothing. I'm a pirate.
Tough guy,
These are great animations.
Police!
huh? Scream as loud as you want. There's no police on Scabb Island.
Then who eats the donuts and roughs up the transients?
I roughs up what needs roughing up on this island. Hey, you're loaded. This is my lucky night. Remember, wherever you go, on sea or on land, You can't ever hide from Largo Legrand.
Largo La Grande.
Tough town. I guess I should have got those traveler's checks.
Traveler's checks. Alright, let's start exploring Woodtick. Looks like we have a carpenter situation here.
Oh boy, it's Buzzsaw Girl.
No one touches her but me.
Hey, don't touch that.
No one touches her but me.
That doesn't seem to work.
Alright, well, there you have it. Let's see. Let's talk to this woodsmith.
Yeah?
What's the problem with that Largo guy?
He really goes against my grain. I'd like to make an end table out of him, but I
Oh,
don't
is
have
this
the
Phil
guts.
Lamar?
With all my tools, I'm still unable to create the one thing that could do this island some good.
Like an all-night tattoo parlor?
No. Like a voodoo doll of Largo Legrand.
Oh,
That's Apron.
nice apron. Are you some sort of chef?
No. I'm a woodsmith, which gives one of us an excuse for dressing funny.
Here we go.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
A woodchuck could chuck no amount of wood since a woodchuck can't chuck wood.
Woodchuck, the wood a woodchuck would chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
But if a woodchuck could chuck and woodchuck some amount of wood, what amount of wood would a woodchuck chuck?
Even if a woodchuck could chuck wood, and even if a woodchuck would chuck wood, should a woodchuck chuck wood?
They were too busy asking, could a woodchuck chuck wood, that they never stopped to ask themselves, should a woodchuck chuck wood? You see, this is what I like about the talkie version here, is there's so many of these lines that I've kind of just always wanted to hear read aloud. So this is this is a good bit.
A woodchuck should chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, as long as a woodchuck would chuck wood.
Oh, shut up.
I'd like to look around a bit.
Sure thing.
Okay. Nails, you say?
What do you think you're doing? I need all of them.
Let's grab a stool sample.
What do you think you're doing? It's adjusted to my height.
You'd never be able to use it.
Oh, no, you don't. It's not a toy.
Aw, beans, what can I get in here? Surely this wouldn't be a room unless I could take something. Ooh, piglets.
Get away from there.
Life finds a way. Has anyone here watched Life According to Jeff Goldblum on Disney Plus? It is a delightful show where you discover that Jeff Goldblum seems to be legitimately mystified by everything in the world around him and can spend half an hour just being entranced by the idea that some people like to buy expensive sneakers, and really sincerely engages with all of these strange topics he chooses to cover in this sort of travel log, sort of strange look into his psyche. We'll come back here. I'm going to try not to cheat too much. I'll probably ask for hints at some point. Don't get me wrong. But I'm going to try to remember how to play this game. It's my favorite joke ever in an adventure game coming up. Everyone mark down Jess's favorite adventure game joke coming up in just 1 minute.
Excuse me.
Oh, yes. Hi there. Can I help you?
Did LucasArts make hint books like Sierra? I believe so. Yeah, I think this is something that's screwed up pretty badly. Hey, musically inspired. I've heard that this Woodtick section in the remake really just boogers up all the iMuse system. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there's the LeChuck busting stuff. All right.
Hi, I'm Guybrush. Who are you?
Wally B. Feed. At your service.
Okay. Now, this is the best joke in adventure game history. Everyone hold on to your butts. That's a Jurassic Park reference, too. And get ready for Jess's favorite joke in adventure game history.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm a cartographer.
You do open heart surgery? In here?
No, I'm the map-making sort of cartographer.
Oh.
That is Jess's favorite joke in adventure game history. It's simple. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's not, it's not much of a thinker necessarily. But goodness gracious, I love it. Only sissies use maps.
What kind of maps do you make?
Every kind a pirate could need. My eyes have seen the whole world, and there's not a part of it I haven't put down on paper. Maps are very, very important.
Not to me, I don't travel.
Not to me. I don't travel.
That's even better. With good maps, you can see the whole world without leaving your living room.
Do you know anything about Big Whoop?
Uh-oh, who sent you here? I should warn you, I'm heavily armed.
Okay, Nick, that is a very good example of the exact same joke structure. And yeah, it 100% works on me. It is right up my dumb humor alley.
I was sent by the IRS. Let me see your files.
The who? You better not try for my files. All my research on Big Whoop is in there.
Hey, Pushing Buttons Doc, welcome in. Happy to be streaming that, and welcome to everybody. This is a good crowd already. Glad to have all you here for this fantastic game.
Are you looking for Big Whoop too?
Well, I haven't really been able to find out much hard information. What do you know about it?
I really don't know much about it at all.
You mean you never heard of the 4 men who buried it?
Tell me all about it.
Tell me all about it.
Well, all anyone knows for sure is that there was a shipwreck. The merchant vessel Elaine went down in a terrible storm.
Elaine?
Only 4 crew members survived. They washed up on a remote, deserted island. Some say its name was Inky Island, but I don't believe that.
Well, why don't you believe it?
Because there's no such island. Anyway, that's where they supposedly found Big Whoop.
But what is Big Whoop?
Whatever it was so wonderful, or so horrible, that they never wanted anyone else to find it. So, they took the map they made of the island and split it up among the 4 of them, and they all went their separate ways.
Ah, Big Whoop. Such a carefully thought out and considered MacGuffin in this story.
Where are they now?
Well, I don't even know their names. I'd go look them up at the Fat City Library, if it weren't for this stupid Largo Embargo. Of course, it could just be an old legend, but if I could just see the map of that island, I bet I could recognize the shape of the land and track it down myself.
All right. I believe this game is 10 years old. How upsetting is that? The idea that this game, or this remake rather, is already 10 years old. Okay, we have a quick redemption we need to take care of. Mike has redeemed Monkey Facts. This is where I read to you. I've done some research on monkeys, and this is where I read to you a bit of a monkey trivia, just to educate us all about monkeys. So here's our first piece of monkey trivia for the evening. Says here, monkeys are the only animals on Earth that live on all 7 continents. Think about that for a minute. Monkeys are the only animals on Earth that live on all 7 continents. All right, back to the action. Yes, including Antarctica, Arctic monkeys.
Thanks. Look behind you. I gotta go. 3-headed monkey.
Okie dokie.
Hey, there's a 3-headed monkey here in Wally's shop. What's that doing here? Thank you, Todd. Rare snow monkey. You don't see a lot of them, but man, are they something else? Give me that. Give me that. Well, that's how do you think the Arctic monkeys got their name?
Hey, where's my monocle? I can't see a thing without my monocle. Where is that thing?
This is some real jerk-ass Guybrush, right?
I swear I put it right here.
We're just being the worst video game protagonist
imaginable. I hope I didn't lose it.
Hi, Wally.
Who's there? I can't see anything without my monocle.
I have some questions about Scabb Island.
Why? Thinking about moving here?
How's business?
Terrible. No one needs any maps since no one can go anywhere thanks to Largo.
Largo Embargo in general is a good joke, right? Like, that's not a bad joke
Thanks.
at all.
That's
or at least
all I need to know.
decent wordplay.
Okay, but don't be shy if you think of a question.
I just sit here and talk about maps all
I
day.
could just sit and talk about maps all day.
Hey, me too.
Is that all you do? Make maps?
Well, I do some restoration work too. I paste them together, recopy them, paint little cupids in the corners, you know, artsy-fartsy stuff. Maps are very, very important.
Actually, I prefer to just stop and ask directions.
That's what Magellan thought. Sorry, cartographer joke.
Yeah, you know, this is this is the problem with playing a Monkey Island game on stream. I just really want to exhaust every single dialogue option I can.
Is longitude the sideways
Dad,
one?
humor
or
the
is that
game, it
latitude?
really is.
I can never remember which is which.
It's so cute when you lay people try to understand geography. I could try to explain it, but it would probably just go over your head.
You know anything about this Largo guy?
He's just the local hood, shakes down everybody in town. Nobody comes or goes from Scabb because Largo makes them pay through the nose.
Yeah, tell me about it. Where's the governor's mansion?
We'll get as
There
much
is
out
no
Wally as I
governor
can.
on Scabb. This is an anarchist cooperative of pirates, cutthroats, and other criminals. A haven for roughnecks and rebels like me. The only authority on this island is that bully Largo.
Rebels and roughnecks like me.
I'm looking for some room and board.
Well, I hear there's a new chef down at the Bloody Lip. And the Swamp Rot Inn has all the comforts of the sea. But I think Largo's booked the whole thing.
How can I get off this island as soon as possible?
Stop
Good
talking
luck.
to people.
With the sailing embargo Largo's imposed on Scabb, it's hard to get anywhere. Which doesn't help my business, let me tell you.
Thanks for the lowdown.
Any time.
Would you mind if I just looked around?
No, be my guest. If you see my monocle, let me know.
Oh, absolutely. No problem.
I'll never be able to afford a new one.
I love all of his guilt-tripping dialogue. Let's go meet some men of low moral fiber. Pick up the rat? Probably not.
It won't fit in my pocket.
Open box. Open box. Open box. Well, guess not. Guess I can't pick up the rat. Poo-poo, look at sign.
Not responsible for lost buttons or hooks.
Hey, Kerslash, you know I've never played The Dig. Someday, I hope to explore its 10% dad jokes. Who are you?
Who are you?
Sure, Sonny, I can get out stew. That's easy. I can also extract grog, spit, and swamp mud. That's because I'm Mad Marty. I'm mad about getting your clothes the cleanest they can be.
Got a laundry type question.
I got a laundry type question.
Shoot.
Laundry type is my favorite kind of Pokemon.
Do you do alterations here?
Alterations? You mean change the numbers on your food stamps? You got some nerve.
I'm sorry.
I do have a good chat. You're absolutely right. We've collected a crew of fine adventure game fans here. I want to talk to you, but I don't. Oh man, how often would that dialogue option come in handy in real life?
What do you know about Largo Legrand?
I don't know anything about cargo or contraband. I'm clean, clean, clean.
It's a laundry joke.
I'd like to pick up some clothes.
You have your claim ticket, Sonny?
I lost it while being keel-hauled.
Your dog got mauled? What does that have to do with a claim ticket?
Oh, never mind.
Oh man, I'm happy to be playing this game. Those of you here last week, you know how rough the Spider-Man game really was. I was unable to fall asleep after I was done because I was still stressed out from playing it. So being back here with a game that's funny and well written and a joy to play and doesn't crash every 3 to 4 minutes, just really beautiful.
Oops, I thought I wanted to talk to you, but I don't.
Okay, let's talk to these men of low moral fiber. Pirates. This joke still plays.
Wake up!
What is it?
Did you ever get that circus started?
Do we know you?
Grundislav, I was thinking the same thing. Great to see you, by the way. Welcome in. Some of the jokes definitely are written jokes. I don't think that until I tried doing a little bit of writing for games myself, even like just the amateur stuff that I've done, I don't think I fully understood that jokes that play in text by no means necessarily always work when performed by a voice actor. And yeah, I think most of this one holds up, but there are bits that maybe less so.
I'm Guybrush. You tried to sell me the minutes of a PTA meeting in the last game, claiming it was a map.
Map? I don't know what you're talking about.
No, really.
Why did you wake us up, Gorbush?
Gorbush! Wow. To think that line was written so far ahead of the 2000 U.S. presidential election.
Is that your rat?
Yes. We call him Munster Monster because of his insatiable passion for cheese.
What happened to your leg?
It happened during a performance.
That's what we do for a living now.
You see, after our circus failed, we started a pirate catering business on nearby Fat Island.
The Sacking Lunch. It was quite lucrative.
Yeah, I agree. I thought about just playing the original so I could take advantage of like the MT32 emulation, some of that sort of stuff, but I just love Dominic Armato so much as the voice of Guybrush Threepwood that I couldn't resist playing the special edition. And Nick, I also have an insatiable passion for cheese. Just last year, I guess it was the year before last, pre-COVID, whenever that was, sometime in the early 21st century, my wife and I went on a yurt vacation. We rented a yurt. Are you ready for a yurt vacation? Like that NXS song. We went on a yurt vacation and spent the entire time touring various dairies and sampling their cheeses for the better part of like 3 days straight. And it was the best vacation ever. The cheese vacation, where we stayed in a yurt and we ate cheese for like 72 hours straight. That's a middle-aged vacation. Welcome to middle age. Are you ready for a yurt vacation? Cheese vacation. The yurt was we went to a place called Savage River Lodge. You should look it up. They have beautiful deluxe yurts that you rent. It's in Maryland, and surrounded by cheese country. Maryland cheese country. Maryland known above all else for its cheeses. And oh yeah, oh man. The yurt was very nice. I have to say, it was like heated floors and all kinds of fancy amenities. It was the nicest yurt I've ever been in.
What does this have to do with performing?
I'm getting to that. The governor of the island made us an offer we couldn't refuse. So we sold him the business.
I noticed my viewers just immediately dropped when I quit playing Monkey Island and talking about a yurt vacation.
More talk, less gameplay. It's Decaf Jedi. Decaf Jedi.
The button pays off.
What did you do with the money?
Hey,
The
Sheldor.
money into one of those newfangled glass-bottom boats
We wanted to take passengers on sightseeing trips.
and search for a place called Drinky Island in our spare time.
Drinky Island.
Boy,
I've
did
been
we
there.
ever want to get there.
Aside from the obvious reason, we had inside information that Drinky was in fact the resting place of the legendary treasure of
Wait for it.
Big Whoop.
Big whoop? I'm looking for that too.
Well, I hope your luck is better than ours.
You see, we got a bit of a raw deal on the boat.
Seems the salesman didn't have any glass for the bottom, so he just left a gaping hole there.
By the time we noticed, we were taking on water, fast.
We ended up stranded on a tiny desert island.
Please get the voice actor to say you're listening to WBNS The Beans. I do have one where the voice says the phrase "ah beans." Yes, don't worry. I'm going to invest in like 900 more of these and torture you people until the end of time. You've enabled this. This is on you as much as me.
How much longer is this story?
We met a philosopher on the island, and he told us something which changed our lives.
Pack of loonies?
What? What is it? What did he say? Tell me already.
He told us that all the world is a stage and that we are merely players. So, we became performance artists.
When he lost the leg, Frank was brilliantly showing the inseparability of the path man walks from the food chain.
The symbolism of the cheese was essential. You know, this leg is looking sort of dingy. Would you get some polish over at the woodsmiths and polish it for me?
Yeah, Natalia, I kind of loved GLaDOS saying "ah beans" too. I like making people other than me say "ah beans." There's real joy in it.
Sure.
Thanks. Here's some money for the polish.
What are you guys doing up there?
We're performing.
That's right. Performing. In our current work, we portray man's response to global environmental issues of a changing world.
Gorbush.
How come you have to perform on that ledge?
To show the precarious nature of the situation, so to speak.
Right.
I think you're overlooking the potential symbolism to be gained by your closeness to the Earth.
But...
All right, you got us. We're really up here because...
Well, we're afraid to come down.
What?
What's the word for it, Frank?
Stupidity?
It's the opposite of acrophobia.
Get him,
Something like
Guybrush.
orcophobia.
Sounds more like workophobia to me.
Say what you will, we're not coming down.
In their defense, I have workophobia, and it's a serious condition.
See you later.
We can scarcely contain our anticipation.
Okay, onward. Let's meet more of the good people of Woodtick. Boy, the music is a little funky here in Woodtick, huh? In this special edition, it does seem to mess up things a bit.
Oh, isn't that cute?
Yeah, you know, ATM, I'm almost certain I've never played this full, like, the full Monkey Island 2 experience. I think I've always played it on light mode.
I could lose a finger doing that.
Ah, but you could gain a friend. Sign her name with a flourish.
I'd have to have a room first.
Oh.
Excuse me, I'd like a room, please.
Sorry, we only have one, and it's full.
You know, Agent Cooper, I think Last Crusade was probably my first Ron Gilbert game. I think it was my first LucasArts game, actually. Unless part of me thinks at some point I may have rented Maniac Mansion on NES from like the local video store. But that could be just a faulty memory of childhood. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure Last Crusade was my first LucasArts game. The 16-color version.
Be with you in a second.
Excuse me, I'd like a room, please.
Sorry, we only have one, and it's full.
I'd like to revisit Last Crusade sometime. I know
Hold
it's
it right there.
not terribly
That's a
fondly
private
remembered.
room. No going up there.
I don't think it's considered one of LucasArts' best, but in my memory, my admittedly probably faulty memory, I really enjoyed it. It was, I thought it was pretty charming. It's got combat. That, if I recall, was the problem. I recall the combat not being terribly fun. Let's head down here. But Monkey Island 2 still looks great, doesn't it?
Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
I think it's interesting, as much as the first game relied on sort of tones of blue to set the mood, which I suspect was a product of it originally being developed for EGA. I kind of love how this one favors warmer orange and yellow tones in a lot of the scenes. It's a nice looking game. See my scar. This is absolutely how I say hello to everyone.
Want to see my scar?
Depends. Is there a good story behind it?
As a matter of fact, there is. It's a story of the ghost pirate LeChuck and his gruesome demise.
Heard it. This is the one where he drinks too much root beer and burps so hard he explodes, right?
Not exactly.
Frankly, I don't care much for stories that promote moderation in drinking. I do have a business to run, you know.
That's an excellent redemption of Ask Jess Anything. Want to see my scar? Yeah, I absolutely do. Just drop it in the Discord. I'll take a look at it later after the stream. Thank you, Sheldorn.
How's business?
It's just terrible. No one ever comes down here anymore. Largo's got all my regulars spooked. You know, I can mix any drink there is. Make anything you could name. But I can't make the one thing that could really do this island some good.
Friendship?
What's that?
A voodoo doll of Largo Legrand. You there? Uh-oh.
Give me my usual and put it in a real glass.
Yeah. Oh, man. Look at that loogie.
Fork over the dough or you'll be serving Bloody Marys for a week.
I'd kill for a Bloody Mary.
From your nose.
No, not
That's
that
all
kind,
I
though.
have.
Well, you better have more tomorrow, or we might have to move this dump to a new location. Like, say, the bottom of the ocean.
Dang.
Boy, you just gave him all your money?
I don't want to talk about it.
All right, let's see. I think we used the paper to grab some Largo. Use paper with spit dripping down wall. Oh,
Yuck. Yep, it's Largo's.
I'd recognize that spit anywhere.
It reads JoJo, appearing nightly, no cover charge. It's a metronome. Better leave it there. Don't want to hurt business. No thanks. Too many bad memories of piano lessons.
Yeah. Guybrush play a piano?
I should have listened to my mother. I should have practiced.
Hey, hired help only.
Can I have a job?
Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
Grog,
Rock,
please.
please.
Shaken, not stirred.
Maybe you'd like a Shirley Temple instead.
I'm old enough. Look at my beard.
Ha! That's the oldest trick in the book. Tell you what, I'll let you have some near grog. Doesn't have any alcohol in it, but it's just as nasty smelling and foul tasting as that stuff grown-ups drink.
Right on.
Oh, wait. What am I saying? I just sold the last of it to Kate. Sorry.
Rats.
Of course, if you
Aw,
have some
beans.
ID.
Who's this Kate person you mentioned?
Ah, the courageous Captain Kate Capsize.
Great name.
Tough as steel, sharp as nails. She rents her ship out, does some freelance pirating. Her only loyalty is to the highest bidder. Don't get on her bad side.
Nice place you have here. Well, see ya.
See ya. Okay. Making great progress. Haha. Tricky boy. Oh, Vichyssoise, eh?
It's too heavy.
My little bit of Vichyssoise.
I'm no cook.
Dominic Armato is a chef, though, right? Did I imagine that? Is that what Guybrush's voice actor does IRL? He's a food critic. Ah. Knew it was something food adjacent. Pardon me. Wheat-free knife. Got some canned goods.
I hate fruit cocktail.
Oh man, I ate fruit cocktail, so much fruit cocktail as a child. There's a good chance at some point I ate fruit cocktail while playing a Monkey Island game. Fruit cocktail was my jam, and I cannot imagine making the human choice to eat it with my human body here.
It's all cans of fruit cocktail.
In the year 2022. It's almost unthinkable. Anything else I can do in here for now?
Excuse me.
Don't bug me. I'm cooking.
Oh, that's a voice. Oh, yeah, and that heavy syrup. Oh, I ate a bunch of canned pears, too. Ugh. Man, the 80s. Fruit and... You know, I had a good bit of fruit and jello. Like, still, if I go to a family get-together back home, there's a decent chance someone is going to bring, like, jello with pineapple suspended in it. Like, that's absolutely a strong possibility. I've had my fair share of fruit and gelatin. I've eaten a lot of canned meat in the form of Spam. Spamicidal lubricant, all that jelly stuff that's around it and all. Peninsula, eh? Canned meat is over the line. Spam can be good. Good fried Spam sandwich. Mmm.
International House of Mojo.
That's what that stuff's called, right? I assume that's what the jelly stuff on the outside of Spam must be. Oh, sweet. I can row this boat. You know, Spam is really popular still in Hawaii today, due to the fact that at various points in Hawaii's history, shipping fresh meat to the island was not cost-effective or didn't make a lot of sense given the speed of travel. And as a result, Spam still kicks around as like an important part of Hawaiian cuisine. So like if you go to a place that's like doing fried rice, like Spam fried rice is frequently on the menu in Hawaii. It's pretty good. Yeah, slash Spam with eggs. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, Crunslove, you got the Portal Gecko ad. Isn't that strange? I don't know how many of you have seen it. I should run more ads on the channel to increase your chances. But there's a Gecko ad right now where he's got the portal gun and a very disinterested sounding GLaDOS is interacting with the little Geico lizard guy. And it is a strange thing to exist. Man, how good does this scene look? I mean, this is some quality VGA background work, right? I love the Voodoo Lady. Full disclosure, I very much love the voodoo lady. Murray? No.
Well, it appears to be bolted to the table. No thanks. I don't need it.
Whoa, uh-oh, we have a question here coming on Ask Jess Anything. Okay, let's see. Keeping everything else the same, would you rather see Larry Laffer be the protagonist in this game, or Guybrush and Leisure Suit Larry? Oh, man. Oh, wow. You see, I think Guybrush has a certain childlike outlook on the world. Maybe because if you take the ending of this game canonically, spoiler alert, everyone turn down your volume if you don't want to be spoiled. Guybrush may in fact be a child. I feel like he would be uncomfortably out of place in a Leisure Suit Larry game. But I feel like Leisure Suit Larry in a Monkey Island game would be hilariously out of place. So I think I'm going to say I would rather see Larry like making his way through Monkey Island 2 and trying to relate to the denizens of this world, and with his unique polyester charm, than see Guybrush awkwardly interact with the women of Leisure Suit Larry. That's where babies come from multiple times in this game. You see, there you go. I don't want Larry Laffer in any game. I mean, that's also a fair point. Okay. Let's see. Pick up bottles.
I don't think I'm qualified to handle them. And anyway, they're gross. They're unlabeled. Spider lungs. Golden tongue. The 5-day treatment plan that helps you talk to women. Golden tongue. The 5-day treatment plan that helps you talk to women.
Maybe he would do okay in Leisure Suit Larry.
It looks like bound editions of Voodoo Quarterly.
Nothing else good to interact with here. Oh, books. Oh, let me allow this comment. Thank you so much for slapping that 3-pack. Great to see you. Welcome in. But yeah, Grendislav, the Wet Dreams Dry Twice game.
Skink Toes.
The part of the recent Larry reboot. I mean, I've only played a little bit of it, but boy, it feels way more like an homage to Monkey Island, and like especially like a Curse of Monkey Island kind of vibe that it does Leisure Suit Larry. At some point, I'm going to play and probably stream those new Larry games. I think that I could do that without melting into a puddle of awkwardness, but we'll see.
Guybrush Threepwood, it's been a long time since you last came to see me.
Very good voice work. I know you from somewhere. I just wanted to say hi. Well, see ya.
I just wanted to say hi. Well, see ya.
So be it.
I really like how the voodoo lady just rolls with Guybrush's behavior.
Back again, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey, Sarah Kell, great to see you. Welcome, man. Hope you're having a terrific evening. Welcome to Retro Adventure Wednesday.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Ah, we often forget those who help us most.
Hey, I'm a little teapot.
It was I who told you how to do away with LeChuck. I told you where to find the voodoo antiroot and how to turn it into the powerful ghost-dissolving potion you needed.
Oh, yeah, now I remember.
I like how Guybrush checks in on all the local business owners just to see how they're doing.
How's business?
Very good. Many hexes this week. Saved many people from the evil eye. Made many pieces of 8. Although Largo took most of them.
Tell me about this Largo guy.
Tell me about this Largo guy.
He's a weak little man who bullies this whole island around. Most people are afraid of him because he was once LeChuck's right-hand man.
Yeah, but LeChuck's history. I got rid of him myself.
True evil can never be destroyed completely.
That checks out.
You will see.
Why don't you just put a curse on Largo?
I've tried. My most powerful magic lies in voodoo dolls. But to make an effective doll, I need some items from Largo's person, and no one's brave enough to go get them for me.
Well, I'm brave.
What kind of ingredients do you need for the doll?
Are you willing to help me make one?
Maybe.
To make it work, you need to bring me some personal artifacts of the victim. One from each of the 4 basic voodoo groups. Something of the thread, something of the head, something of the body, and something of the dead.
Hey, that almost rhymes.
For the thread, I need a piece of Largo's clothing, and a lock of hair will do for the head. Bring me a sample of fluid from his body.
Gross.
And from his dead relatives, you must acquire some remnant of a corpse. Here, take the shopping list.
Thanks.
Do you have any of those ingredients with you?
What can you tell me about voodoo food groups?
I have some of his spit.
Excellent.
I got that just in case I would need it.
Keep the paper. Have you brought me any other ingredients?
I have something of the shovel.
I'll bring you more later.
Good. Now go.
I think food groups are still a thing, but we've reevaluated whether, like, the average American needs, 9 servings of grains and bread a day. Okay. Off we go to collect things to overcome the Largo Embargo. At some point, I'll eventually work my way around to play an escape from Monkey Island, and boy, once the monkey combat starts, it won't stop. It'll be good times. Oh, there are much worse things in this world to have on the brain than Gabriel Knight. Some of our best times here on the stream have been with Gabriel Knight.
The Ricketts. No trespassing. Stan's Cozy Crypts. A place to spend eternity, not a fortune. Stan's Cozy Crypts. A place to spend eternity, not a fortune. It's locked shut with a big rusty lock. The Quagmires. No trespassing. Stan's Casual Crosses. For graves that don't need to dress up. Warning. Quarantine tomb. Inhabitants died of green tongue fever.
Yes, absolutely. We'll get that opening draft going. Let's walk to these graves. Let's say, I thought I had a close-up here. Hit Tombstone.
Marco Largo Legrand. Hell on sea or sand. The good news is, he's dead. The bad news is, he bred.
I need to jot that down and amend my will. Balboa, I nearly made the giggity giggity joke too, but I was like, nah. I'm going to just let that one go by. Upside down anchor. The sequence is very good. Oh, that's fantastic. That's a very good Kickstarter reward. Okay, let's use shovel.
For the treasure hunter on a budget.
Use shoveler.
I can't dig that, Daddy.
Okay, that's a good line read.
I can't dig that, Daddy. I can't dig that, Daddy.
Okay, let's see if you can dig this, Daddy.
This is creepy feeling.
I swear on my grandfather's grave, something weird is going on.
Yup. Sweet. 3-leg bone. Ugh. It's still got stuff on it. That doesn't make any sense.
Gross.
Hello,
That doesn't seem to
leg
work.
bone. Hello, leg bone. Gotta get out of here. This away. Perfect. I should save, huh? I can tell when this iffy release might crash on me. Sweet. Would have been nice if, like Scum VM, this special edition had offered the opportunity to use original save and load screens. It's one of my favorite Scum VM features. My dream Scum VM feature, and I believe I've talked about this before on Twitter. Follow me at Decaf Jedi. I would love to see Scum VM implement the bits in old adventure games where it would ask you to change discs. Like, even if it just says, like, please insert disc 2, and you just hit enter and the emulation continues, I would love to have the option to just remember where those breaks were in the game when you were doing disc swapping, things like that. That would be, I think, just such a fun little bit of nostalgia. Turn it off by default, but just having it there and, let people say, play it like it's the 3.5 inch, low density disc version, and then put in those breaks. Because I remember vividly, like, especially early Sierra games, like exactly where those swaps occurred. And I have some weird nostalgia for that. I guess you could go all in and, like, add, like, disc accessing sounds. I think, like, one of the Amiga emulators does that, but who knows? Simulated disc read errors. Yeah, that's right. It should occasionally just say, bad sector, and dump you straight out. Ooh, Scum VM adds support for the 11th hour. Interesting. Last week they added that terrible Spider-Man game, and look where that got us. So I'm worried now about trying out anything. I've never tried the 11th hour 7th guest. This is a great looking scene. I really like this game's willingness to switch up perspectives and give us interesting angles. Not everything is just walking into a room.
Hello?
Hello, man. My name's Captain Dread. What can I do for ya?
I'm going to go ahead and say, I think I always thought that Captain Dread was in fact a woman. I'm just now realizing that is not the case. Hey, Robot Spacer, good to see you. Welcome, man. Hope you're having a good evening. Spider-Man being a masterpiece of rotoscope story. I mean, there are elements of that.
I need to charter a ship.
I can't charter you my ship because a while ago, I lost my lucky sailing necklace. I called it my eye that has seen the world. I can't sail without it? No way, man. Besides, that mean and nasty guy Largo, he has an embargo on the island. No ships can sail in or out without his approval. There's no way he would let me leave.
Some big Hermes Conrad energy here.
Tell me more about that necklace thingy you lost.
It happened some time ago. My navigator and I set sail for this legendary island. When we arrived, we were taken prisoner by cannibals. I escaped, man. But my navigator was not so lucky.
Yeah, I think I know that navigator.
Was one of his eyeballs. And I've kept it as a good luck charm.
Gee, I think I've met your friend.
It's all Hermes.
Why can't I charter your ship?
Like I said before, man. I lost my lucky eye that has seen the world sailing necklace. Besides, Largo has an embargo on the island.
Ah, yes, the Largo Embargo.
Navy dreads.
Thanks, man.
I gotta run. Lots of treasure hunting to do.
Okay. Bye, man. Come again.
Oh, man. Yeah, there's absolutely some complaining about Barbados Slim vibes going on here. Yeah, I think I always just thought that Captain Dread was a woman. And yeah, now I know. Apparently not. Let's look at the sign. Gotta look at the local signage.
It says, and I quote, Captain Dread's ship charters. 20 pieces of 8. Inquire within.
And that quote is an interesting bit. Oh man, I'm so happy to be playing a good game again, y'all. a Spider-Man game nearly ground me into a fine powder. I barely pulled through that. I don't think people realize how dire it really was. I mean, I loved what a train wreck it was. Like, there's something to be said for a train wreck, but having to constantly restart it just to get the music and other bugs sorted out is no less manly. I mean, that was the problem. I did 2 questionable games back to back, and it nearly broke me. What do I actually need to do now? Stab somebody with a knife? Maybe that'll get results? Let's give it a try.
My scoutmaster would kill me if he saw me use a knife like that.
There are lots of little hints of Guybrush's relatively young age. You know, on one of the advertisements for Monkey Island 1, one of the taglines I think was something like, "It's hard to be a pirate when you're only 5'3". So Guybrush is not as tall as you would imagine on one hand. At one point, this game suggests Guybrush is 19. Interesting. Let's see. So I have the monocle. I need a way to get into the back room here to Largo's apartment. We'll use this innkeeper.
That doesn't seem to work.
How tall is Largo if Guybrush is 5'3"? I mean, it sets off a chain of questions like that. How tall is Wally?
Excuse me, I'd like a room, please.
Sorry, we only have one, and it's full.
Would you give it to me for this?
Save your money. The inn's full.
That's what they told Mary and Joseph, too.
I don't think it's my prescription.
Look at Voodoo shopping
Great recipes
list.
from the International House of Mojo, page 139. Aunt Helen's special voodoo doll mix. Something of the thread, something of the head, something of the body, and something of the dead.
Now, this is a good point, I'm a little teapat. If you go back, I mean, when this game's probably set in the 1600s.
I told you, no going up there.
What was the average human height in the 1600s? Hey, Google. What was the average human height in the 1600s? We'll get to the bomb business. Okay, just a moment, it says.
According to Livestrong.com, using skeleton evidence from Europe, the team found that average height decreased from 68.27 inches in the Middle Ages to a low of 65.75 inches in the 1600s and 1700s.
65 inches. So what? That's about 5.5 feet tall? There you have it. People were not that much smaller than they are today. Thanks, Google. What do I actually need to do here now?
No thanks.
Yeah, it doesn't like money, eh?
No thanks. No thanks.
My scoutmaster would kill me if he saw me use a knife like that.
Okay, what do we need to do?
Hey! Hired help only!
Anyone out there nudge me in the right direction? As I said, I don't remember this game as well as some. Be happy to take a little hint. If you would be so kind. Would you kindly as we'll be saying soon once the BioShock movie is out and we're all excited. As you let certain pet loose. Let's see. Open stove.
I'm no cook.
Probably still nothing I need to do in here. I think I got the knife, and is that it? Maybe?
The barkeep might see me.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Too bad I can't get a pot to wear on my head. That's some good Guybrush comedy. Oh, wait, that's not where the Crocagator is. I knew that. I knew that. I mean, I knew that. There's no way to crawl in a window in this one, is there? Use knife with rope. Run free!
Hey, how'd old Pegbiter get loose? I'd better go catch him before he catches somebody else.
Aha! Alright. Pegbiter is a good name. And thank you for the tip there. I appreciate it. All kinds of interesting opportunities.
I'd better not touch them. It looks like somebody's trying to grow penicillin.
Who let you into my room?
Uh-oh.
I
beans.
thought it was my room.
Well, it ain't. So get the out of here.
Yeah.
I thought I told you to get out.
Pro tip, pick up everything that isn't nailed down. Very aggressive. Okay, let's maybe leave and come back. Seems to be how adventure games work. I'd love to know, yeah, was there actual swearing there?
What are you doing in here again?
Shoot the cyber demon until it dies. Yes. Okay, did I mess that up?
I'd have to have a room first.
Doubt that I messed that up. How do I get Largo to leave? Rip and tear. It's timing and a bit of random number generator. Thank you, OSU. Oh, Fierce Lache has redeemed Monkey Facts. So this is a great opportunity once again to scour the world for all the latest monkey facts, to report to you strange and interesting tidbits of trivia, factoids, if you will, about monkeys, our closest relatives. Let's see. It says here that while monkeys do throw poop, they never throw their own. They only throw other monkeys' poop. That's very interesting. While monkeys do throw poop, never their own. Mark that down. Next time you're at the zoo, pay close attention. All right, back to the game. I mean, that's a great question. I think, Chris Lachey, you've raised the most important question. Is that worse or is that better? And, you know, I think a lot of that, I mean, it's like trying to say which religion is best. I mean, there's a right answer, but you're never going to know it until it's way too late. Yeah, I mean, this is just classic monkey facts. These are all carefully researched. I spent all afternoon in the M section of my library. Well, when you put it like that, Nick, it seems almost silly.
All beans. It's Decaf Jedi on Twitch.tv.
Get out of my room.
Okay. Come on, Largo. I'm never going to stop pressing that button. I don't think that fate has ever smiled on me quite like it did a couple of days ago, when on Valentine's Day, both my Fiverr order for those ridiculous radio drops came through. So that arrived in the morning, and then when I got home from work, my dear, patient, abiding wife had surprised me with this new Stream Deck device as a Valentine's Day gift. So now I just have buttons I can press to do things, and that's more power than I need. Like, I can just press the buttons, like, boom, now Bean Cam. Back to the game. Bean Cam. Back to the game. I don't need this kind of power. Yeah, it was a huge surprise. I had no idea that she even knew it was on my radar that I wanted one, but I stream with a single screen.
What are you doing in here again?
So I'm only on one monitor, and having a Stream Deck really makes running a stream much, much easier. Thank you, Nick. I love this stream too. Okay, so is there really just a random number thing going on here? Do I really just need to keep going in and out and wait until Largo? It really was. Yeah, I mean, it's...
So, tell me about Loom.
You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty?
Thank you, Mike. Yeah, like I said, I didn't even know my wife was aware of my secret love. I suspect she must have peeked at my Amazon wish list. Probably what went down there. But even then, I always feel like she just sort of, at best, tolerates my streaming hobbies. So this is the closest to like direct encouragement I've seen, and it's only going to get worse from here. Okay, gotta go somewhere else completely. Got it. I mean, I could do this for another hour and a half, 2 hours. I mean, it's easy streaming, just walking back and forth across these screens. I can really focus on talking. Yeah, the Elgato software is really something else. I had no idea how robust it was, and then the fact that you can also get third-party plugins for this thing. Like, I'd imagine even if you don't stream, there are a lot of cool things you could probably come up with to do with a Stream Deck. Elgato Spanish for the Gato. I am El Nino. Okay. Brian Moriarty of Time Sync. Okay. Gonna do it. Gonna make it happen. I guess I need to get his wig. Is that the only thing I need? Cup wig. Cup toupee.
It doesn't seem to open.
Is there anything else in here? Is there a laundry ticket? Is this where the laundry ticket lives?
I can't pick that up.
Is there anything else in here that I need? Look behind the door. Oh, yeah. That sounds familiar. It's all coming back to me, just like that Celine Dion song.
It doesn't seem to stay closed.
Oh, is there not... Is his ticket not stuck to the back of it? That's what I remembered. Not yet. Oh, wait, we have to spill something on him so that he drops off his article of clothing, right? Isn't that the way this puzzle works? His clothes aren't dirty yet. Yeah, he hasn't any reason to clean them. Now it's all making sense. We've got this, gang. It takes a village. It takes a pirate village. It takes the pirate village of Tortuga to raise a Guybrush. And here we are doing it together. And light mode's much easier to get a shirt. Yeah, you see, I think I've only ever played this in light mode, and that goes away in the special edition.
Yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo. Really? Just...
Hey.
That's it, huh?
Hey, guys. Yoo-hoo.
Okay, that's great. Alright. Oh, wait, point and click the bucket. Okay, let's see here. Oh, thank you, guys.
Hey, leave that alone.
Do you think you could let me have this bucket?
No.
Please.
Please?
No.
Pretty please?
No.
Guybrush's implied age. I don't know, but I found very relatable when I was 12. Oh, me too. Yeah, no, I mean, Guybrush, oh man, he connected to me in a big way when I played Monkey Island for the first time. I think I've told the story before, but I had no idea that Monkey Island existed, had no idea it was a thing. I was literally just in Sears one day. That's a very 1980s thing to say. I was in Sears and I was looking through their clearance software. And for $20, which is a decent price for a computer game, was a copy of Monkey Island. And had no idea what it was. Didn't really know who LucasArts was or anything else like that. And I remember just sitting there thinking, it's like, the game looks kind of funny from the text on the back of the box and everything, but it's not Sierra. I don't know if I want to risk spending $20 on something that's not a Sierra product. But, you know, it turned out pretty okay.
Pretty please?
No.
Oh man, Scorpia in Computer Gaming World. I was a huge fan of her column. Always great stuff. I loved how it kind of straddled the line between sort of adventure game reviews and commentary editorial stuff, and occasionally almost like, you know, hint type stuff, even troubleshooting occasionally. Yeah, no, that was good stuff.
Pretty please with sugar on top?
No.
Yeah, you know, there is a full archive of every issue of Computer Gaming World at cgwmuseum.org. If you have fond memories or just like to look back at old magazines like I do, it is a terrific resource. You can go from the first issue way back in the early days of the, I think, 1981 or so, all the way up to they were eventually just covering like Call of Duty type games at the very end. But yeah, cgwmuseum.org, I believe. If it turns out that URL is actually a porn site, I've doffed my tiny pirate cap to you.
Pretty please with sugar and a cherry?
No.
Pretty please with sugar, nuts, and a cherry?
No.
Pretty please with sugar, nuts, a cherry, and chocolate sprinkles?
Thank you for reminding me of this, Grundy.
I really need it.
No.
I really need it.
No.
It's straight continues to pay dividends. Hey, that's what I'm here for. It's value added. It's all about the value add.
I really desperately need it.
No.
It's a matter of life and death.
No.
If you don't give it to me, I'll never speak to you again.
No.
This Ultimate 486 DS gaming machine for less than $3,000.
I'll be your best friend.
It's not a bad deal.
No.
I'll be your best friend forever and ever.
No.
Oh, come on. Be a pal.
Oh, all right.
What do we think about that puzzle, gang? I know that, like, generally speaking, the idea of a puzzle that requires you to keep pushing at something that the game's feedback tells you no on isn't maybe considered quite the best puzzle design. I think it's pretty adorable in this context. I think it feels very true to all the characters. There's an alternate solution. Response says, sorry, is this your bucket? He says no, which Guybrush just takes it. Oh man, there's also an archive of LucasArts Adventurer magazines. It's on Blogspot somewhere. If you just search LucasArts Adventurer, you can find it on Blogspot pretty easily. But those are pretty good too. The catalog in those things is wonderful. Like,
how am I supposed to work?
What I wouldn't give to be able to get a hold of some of that old LucasArts merch nowadays. It's a terrific dialogue chain. Like, I like it. I think that puzzle, even in that form, holds up. That's a puzzle. That's close enough to a puzzle. Don't I need a saw or something from in here? I was sworn.
What do you think you're doing? I need all of them. What do you think you're doing? It's not a toy.
Or is there tar or something in here I need? There's something going on, right? I'm sure this room doesn't just exist to confound me.
Yeah?
Could I buy some wood polish?
That's 1 piece of 8.
Oh, I have
Anything
that.
else?
I'd like to look around a bit.
Sure thing.
Sweet. WP, wood polish.
If only I could use this stuff on my lines.
Oh, like his wrinkles?
If only I could use this stuff on my lines. I don't want to polish that.
What do I want to publish? Okay, so the idea is here, I'm going to fill the bucket with something and then dunk it on Largo's head, right? Like that's the... It's going to be like the old over-the-door prank, and that's how I get his shirt all messy sloppy, right? Is it Vishy Slaw? Hey, soda machines. Hey, Gus, good to see you. Welcome in. No soda machines yet, but there's a dilapidated one waiting for us further down the road. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome.
Vishy Swaz.
Leave what you need, just not in wood tick. Is it swamp? Is it swamp mess? Do I just need some swamp water? Wow, why did I say water like that? Water. Swamp water. My real accent came out for a second. It's like Kenneth on 30 Rock. Turn back into a donkey. Let's see here. Is it swamp water? Any swamp water will do. Yeah, you don't have to find like
a whole bucket of mud. And it's mine. All mine.
That's a good line reading. You have to find the specific spot where typing get swamp mud actually works. You can't get the swamp mud. Take swamp mud. You can't take the swamp mud. Pick up swamp mud. You're not close enough. Pick up swamp mud. You get the swamp mud. You can't do that, at least not now. That's great, Nick. We are in sync. My Stream Deck actually shows me everything that you guys are typing, which is really handy for beating you to your own jokes. Just shows me like a little, just character by character. Sometimes I have to guess where you're heading with it. I get the broad strokes. Boy, you tremendous jerk, you.
I think I hear Largo coming.
Hey, what the hell? What's going on? Whoever did this is gonna pay.
You don't say.
I can't get this thing off my head. When I get this thing off my head, somebody's gonna be real sorry.
Real sorry?
Maybe I shouldn't have done that. You looked pretty steamed.
Alright. It's not swamp mud, that's swamp slime. Okay. Oh wow, look at those beautiful horses just prancing across the screen. I mean, this is a good point. Largo is a villain, so anything we do to him is morally justified.
You're making me mad, Marty.
That's my name, don't wear it out.
Look, I want it free and I want it tonight.
Party tonight? Sure, I'll come.
I'm talking about getting my laundry.
Don't worry about me. I've been dry for 3 years.
I said I need it back tonight.
What? Yeah, we'll stay out all night.
This is useless. You tell them I'll be back to pick it up.
Or else. Always fun when a voice actor gets to perform against themselves in a scene. Okay, let's go get that laundry ticket. Yeah, that's the ticket. Yank. pretty tough puzzle, all in all, I would say. The getting the clothes dirty is, I mean, by the standards of this game, it's fair. I mean, it's doable without cheating. That's a fairly challenging bit. Largo is also a place in Maryland, probably no cheese. I guess if you can't get Maryland cheese, you could settle for crabs, but it's the cheese they're known for. Like some laundry.
I'll see what we have ready for Mr. Legrand. I know it's here somewhere. I saw it a while ago. Now, where was it?
Parrot's a good gag.
Ah, here it comes.
Hey, Velociraptor, good to see you. Welcome, man. We're doing some serious monkeying around, too. How's Wisconsin lobster? It's a great question. It's not as good as a traditional Michigan street taco, but it's not bad.
Nice April fresh scent.
Okay, do I have everything? I've got ancestors' heart. I've got hair. I've got a pearly white bra. And I've got spit. I think that is our full voodoo shopping list. Did you polish the peg leg? What is polishing the peg leg? Why was I doing that? I forgot to do that.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
Sweet. Free money. Thank you for the reminder. Just enough to not buy anything. Hey, thanks for dropping in, Agent Cooper. It was great hanging out. Have a good evening. Take care. Thanks again, everybody, for joining me. If you happen to be new here, I'm Jess. I'm Decaf Jedi. I stream these sorts of retro adventures every Wednesday. If you're enjoying the show, feel free to drop a follow. Love to have you on board on the adventure crew. That's spelled C-R-U-E with an umlaut over the U, for what it's worth. If you're thinking about like making bootleg merchandise, that's the preferred rendering. You can earn unlimited money from polishing the peg leg. That's fantastic. This is a good point. Free labor is... I mean, I have been alienated from the surplus value of my labor somewhat, which has left me with a certain sense of disillusionment and enemy. No such thing as free labor. There is such a thing as a free lunch. Economists don't want you to know that because they want all the free lunches. They enjoy going out to free lunch. And if they let you know there's such a thing as a free lunch, you'll be there eating it and they won't have a chance.
Have you brought me any more ingredients?
Yes.
I have this pearly white bra.
Yes, that will work.
Sweet.
Have you brought me any other ingredients?
I have.
I have his toupee.
Not quite a part of his head, but maybe I can get some scalp fragments from it. Do you have the final ingredient?
So, you know, one of my favorite bits in the Monkey Island series is anytime you get to improvise one of these voodoo recipes. I know you do it in the first game and the second game. I can't remember the third, fourth, or fifth well enough to recall. But anytime you get given a voodoo recipe and you have to kind of, sort of get the ingredients for it, it just always, I think, is a gag that plays. In fact, one of the first games I ever designed, I don't know how many of you out there are big Pledge Quest fans, but if you've ever played Pledge Quest 2, Noodle Shop of Horrors, which is a fun little game I made to support the Space Adventure Kickstarter, something that existed long, long ago. In Pledge Quest 2, I just completely rip off that gag. I have a bit where you have to build a time machine, and you have schematics for it, and you have to cheat with every component by getting something that's sorta what it asks for. Yes, Noodle Shop of Horrors. It starts out in a noodle shop, and I got obsessed with that name, and it became that. Everyone be sure to Google Pledge Quest, noodle shop of horrors. And it's a fun little game. I'm really proud of it. Okay.
I have the bone of his grandfather.
Perfect.
Thank you, Pickle Duck.
Last. Now I can make a voodoo doll to be reckoned with. Let me get my juju bag. And now for the ingredients. A dandruff flake from Largo's head. A single piece of Largo's thread. A drop of fluid from his body. A single chip off the bone of the dead. And finally, some miscellaneous voodoo herbs and seasonings, including monosodium glutamate.
Nice.
This ought to be good. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we assassinate?
Oh, that's very good.
Largo, yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Hey, that looks just like him. Thanks, Voodoo Lady.
One more thing. Some of the ingredients were not the optimum specimens. It should still work, but it will have a limited range. You will have to get close to Largo. Very close.
Very close, you say. I'm a little teapot. The name Pledge Quest was because the game was originally developed during the Two Guys from Andromeda Kickstarter. And the idea was that we hoped that the game would draw some attention to the Kickstarter and get people to pledge more money to it. I don't know if that actually translated to anything. It certainly didn't translate to a finished game, but who's to say? Oh yeah, the navigation puzzle in the first game is just so great. Ripping off Monkey Island is, I think, the key to good adventure game design. So, and those puzzles are just always a real joy. Okay, how do I get close to Largo Legrand? We gotta finish this Largo Embargo. I'm sick of this Largo Embargo and what it's doing to me. What it's doing to the people of Woodtick, by the people of Scabb Island.
Hey, what are you doing in here? Get out of my room.
Haha. Get wrecked.
Take that, you stumpy little dim-witted toad.
What? Who do you think you are?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. People don't always recognize me.
The hat was killing me. I'm sorry, I have to take a hat break.
I'm gonna tear you limb from limb.
Oh man, now I've got pirate hat head.
Doing that?
Largo the Grand, you are a no-good, vicious two-bit thug. I command you to give me back my money and leave this island.
Ha! I already spent all your money.
Oh, well, I command you to leave this island.
Just you try and make...
Ouch! Sound mixing isn't quite right here, huh?
That'll teach you to mess with the slayer of the ghost pirate LeChuck.
What's that? You killed LeChuck?
Uh-oh.
As a matter of fact, I did. Quite an interesting story, actually.
The fortune teller said she did in LeChuck.
She did she?
That's great. I love that the voodoo lady is taking credit for our slaying of LeChuck. Oh, but here we have an important Velociraptor redemption. Another monkey fact. As I said, in preparation for this game, I spent most of the day. Honestly, I nearly forgot to pick my kid up from school. I was so engrossed in monkey research. Just to bring y'all the freshest, hottest in monkey facts, monkey trivia, the kind of things that, you could walk into a convention of monkey scientists and really wow them with your knowledge. So here is monkey fact number 3. According to my research, no matter how old a monkey gets, it will never actually evolve into a human. A lot of people don't know that. The assumption is if a monkey can get to be like 20, 30 years old, that it will begin that evolutionary process and turn into a human. Never happens. Doesn't matter how old they get. Now, all monkeys do die at age 50, precisely. I mean, they just kill over dead.
Look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
On that birthday. Thank you, Nick. But yeah, I mean, maybe if one lived past 50, but one never has. But yeah, no monkey, no matter how old it gets, ever evolves into a human. I'm sorry to disappoint all of you, monkey. It's not Pokemon. It's a monkey. It's a real animal.
Does she have one of these?
Is that?
Yes. LeChuck's beard.
Gross.
Still alive and wriggling.
Let me see that. Boy, it is alive. We've been looking for a living piece of LeChuck for years.
I forgot
now
this.
We can bring it back to life. Look out, world! The most fearsome pirate of all time will soon sail the seas again.
At least Guybrush wasn't wearing the beard. Oh,
I'm
poor
afraid
poor
it's true,
Frumples.
Guybrush. If they have any animated tissue, they can reanimate his whole body.
But I blew his body into a zillion gooey pieces.
Not his body, Guybrush. You destroyed his spirit form.
True.
His body was safely buried far away.
But by now it must be...
rotten? Partially decomposed? Yes. And I don't think that's going to make him any more pleasant to deal with.
He's gonna be looking for me.
Yes.
He's gonna try to kill me.
Undoubtedly.
Uh-oh. I know. I guess they want the beard there as a big surprise, but it would have been nice if it had been sitting in our inventory. For no other reason, it would have been fun to click the beard on things.
What can I do?
You're already doing all that you can.
What's that?
Hunting for Big Whoop.
Oh, yeah, I was doing that, wasn't I?
Big Whoop isn't just a treasure. It contains the secret to another world. Find that world, and you'll be able to escape LeChuck forever.
But I know so little about Big Whoop.
Take this book.
Oh,
Big
sweet.
Whoop, Unclaimed Bonanza or Myth. And where'd you get this?
I checked it out at the Fat City Library. I foresaw your need.
Gee, thanks.
I used your name when I checked it out, so be sure and return it when you're through reading. The overdue fines in Fat City are pretty steep.
Gee, thanks.
All right. Better version of Fat City. This game or Leisure Suit Larry 3? Okay. The scene with Governor Fat, I will say, is by far my least favorite thing about this game, and honestly, in my memory, stands out disproportionately to a point that it almost colored my entire experience with Monkey Island 2. That's true, yeah. Back in the early drafts of the Monkey Island script, Governor Fat was the villain. You can search around for some of the early drafts of Monkey Island story outlines and design documents. There's some fascinating development that goes on to get us to the game that we know and love. Seeing the menu interface here reminds me of a key difference between Scum and Sierra adventure games is the keyboard control. No mouse at the time. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that without a mouse that... Ooh, it sounds like, yeah, trying to use a Sierra cursor, because I've played around with those a little bit. They really do just, like, jump around in a certain number of pixel increments. I bet that is brutal. Yeah, I guess when Frank Cifaldi was digging into the Monkey Island vaults, he revealed some of that early pixel art, right?
It's me again.
So I see. What can I do for you this time, man?
Why can't I charter your ship?
Like I said before, man, I lost my lucky eye
Oh,
that
yeah.
has seen the world sailing necklace.
I gotta run. Lots of treasure hunting to do.
Okay. Bye, man. Come again.
What else do I need to do?
Big Whoop, Unclaimed Bonanza or Myth. This is fascinating. It says here there were 4 pirates.
Oh yeah, this whole thing.
Rapscallion, the cook, young Lindy, the cabin boy, Mr. Rogers, the first mate, and Captain... Good heavens! Captain Marley! Wonder if there's any relation. They buried their treasure along with plenty of... booby traps on a place believed to be called Inky Island. They made a map which they divided into 4 pieces, each man taking one. Rapscallion later opened the Steam and Weenie Hut on Scabb Island. It was a huge success, but fell into disrepair after Rap was killed in a flash fire. Young Lindy drifted aimlessly, down on his luck until he mysteriously came into money while panhandling on Booty Island. He used the cash to bankroll an advertising firm which failed after its gross mishandling of the Gangrene and Honey account. Mr. Rogers retired off the coast of Fat Island. He marketed homemade contest grog brewed in a bathtub until his recent disappearance. Captain Marley vanished while sailing in the America's Cup race. His boat was leading at the time.
Is that Ted Turner reference? Let's see. It's weird that I still have the spit, huh? Oh wait, aha! Ha-ha! Ah-ha-ha-ha-ha! We've had the solution to this puzzle for a long time. Are we supposed to have the paper? Or is that just the paper? Spit encrusted paper.
Would you like my monocle?
Thanks, man. This'll do just fine for me lucky sailing necklace. What can I do for ya?
Well, let's charter a ship.
I need to charter a ship.
You're in luck, my friend. Rumor has it that Largo's been run off the island, so I'm now free to sail again. Only problem is that you don't look like the type that has 20 pieces of 8.
Yeah, you're right. I'm broke.
Okay, 20 pieces of 8. Oh, wow, I can't imagine the hand code thing on Conquest of the Longbow without a mouse. Ooh, that is brutal. Okay, so what do we need to do now? We go to the beach. Got the beach. I make that dough. Sweet, free stick.
Steamin' Weenies, 20 feet.
Hey, it's our friends, these pirates. In this weird close-up.
Well, you guys can stop worrying about Largo. He's history.
Oh, really? He must have finally got that nasty letter I wrote.
You sure can write a mean letter, Fink.
Ooh.
You guys know any piratey songs?
Sure, Fink here knows a million. Go ahead, Fink. Sing that one about Scabb Island.
Oh, all right. Well, I'd rather be a pirate on Scabb than a scab on a pirate. And if you'll listen to me gab, I'll tell you why I admire it. Oh, the people are
Hey, Sir Peter, welcome in.
The weather's not the best. The lodging's too expensive, and Largo's quite a pest. But the thing I like about Scabb is what it hasn't got. No mayor or police force, and no jail in which to ride.
That was beautiful.
Wow.
Do you guys know any more piratey songs?
Okay, here's one about a pirate. His parrot.
Oh, I didn't know this whole conversation was here.
At sea.
You're not gonna sing Polly the Squawker lives in Davy Jones' locker, are you? You know that one always makes me cry.
Sorry, Bart.
Do you guys know any more piratey songs?
Let me try one. Oh, 100 bottles of beer on the wall. 100 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around. 99 bottles of beer on the wall.
508.
Oh, 508 bottles of beer on the wall. 508 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around. 507 bottles of beer on the wall. Oh, 507 bottles of beer on the wall. 507 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around. 506 bottles of beer on the wall. Oh, 506 bottles of beer on the wall.
Oh man,
506
I should just set this thing up to run some
You
weekend.
take one down, pass it around. 505 bottles of beer on the wall. Whoa, 505 bottles of beer on the wall. 505 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around. 504 bottles of beer on the wall. Whoa, 504 bottles of beer on the wall.
Good for them.
That's enough.
Oh, I wasn't done.
Oh, that's
See you
outstanding.
salty dogs later.
That reminds me, do we have any weenies left?
Okay. Oh, that's very good, y'all. Wow, Balboa, you hand-wrote a letter to Christy Marks expressing your love for the game and recommending better mouse interfaces in the future. That is terrific. I love it. Oh, man. I was, back in the day as a kid, a big fan of Gem and the Holograms, which is, of course, the cartoon that Christy Marks famously created before coming to work for Sierra. And enough so that even as a kid, I knew her name from the credits. And yeah, finding out that she was at Sierra, I definitely fanboyed out. Did they seriously record all those numbers? Grunslop, it definitely seems like it. I mean, it didn't show any signs of stopping. I'm guessing that it goes all the way down, which, yeah, I mean, that's a really good question. Yeah, maybe I should just start a stream like Saturday morning this weekend and just let that run. I wonder how long it would take. Probably, oh gosh, how long would it take? I guess it was taking about 20 seconds a verse or so. Boy, yeah, that'd be thrilling Twitch content, wouldn't it? To really get all of that in there. Speaking of thrilling Twitch content, though, I think I am going to have to call it a night here. Let me switch over here to Bean Cam and thank all of you for joining me tonight. This was a very fun stream. I had an absolute blast with Monkey Island 2. It's fun, you know, when I go back and replay Monkey Island, I remember so much of the game that there really aren't a lot of opportunities for, you know, surprises or for me to have to solve puzzles. You know, I've kind of got it all just wired into my brain at this point. And going back and playing Monkey Island 2 instead, one that I've played a lot less, I still get a little bit of that thrill of discovery. And boy, it was a good time. But thank you all so much for hanging out. Thanks for being part of the stream. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for lurking. Hey, Eloquent Duck, thank you. Yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. This was a real blast. Again, if you're new to the stream, consider dropping a follow. But before we call it a night, let's see if we can't get a raid going. And one of my favorite new streamers, she's only been at this a few weeks now, but a lot of fun. Cylon by the Sea is streaming. Let me double check. Yes, Space Quest 6 tonight. One of the top 6 Space Quest games, if I'm being completely honest. So that's really exciting. I think I'll launch a raid over there. Be sure to tell Cylon that Decaf Jedi sent you. Hey, Robot Spacer. Thank you all again for joining me. This was a blast. I'll be back next Wednesday with more of this. I'll probably be back Friday night again, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. I'll be continuing my playthrough of BioWare's 2005 martial arts RPG, Jade Empire. Hope you can be here for that. We've been having a lot of fun with that one. But for now, I'm going to launch that raid. I'll see you on the other side. Good night, everyone. Take care and happy Retro Adventure Wednesday to those who celebrate. And we will click stream end because I forgot that part. And goodbye.